Lesson videos. In today's class, we learn 4 different ways to price a constructed facility: competitive bidding. In competitive bidding, we also discuss A plus B bidding. So a variant of that when they consider the time bid, and we apply in problem 1, and negotiated contract, speculative residential construction, and forced account construction. Then when we have the price, both parties agree on the price. The next step is we award the contract, and the question come is what type of contracts we are going to use, and that is the purpose for this lesson videos. Talk about the type of contracts. Basically, we can have 2 umbrellas. The first one is fixed price, and the other one is cost reimbursable. So by its name implies fixed price. So price most likely will not be changed unless the scope of work are changed. The cost reimbursable, as its name implies, whatever the cost spent, the owner will or the client will reimburse all the costs. And now in those 2 umbrella, we have each of them have 3 type of contract. In terms of fixed price, we have lump sum. So whatever the scenarios happen, if the owner don't change anything to the project, that is the contractor receive a lump sum amount, regardless of he or she get profit or loss on the project. The other in the fixed price is the unit price. So in the unit price, apply for the project that we at the time we sign a contract, we don't know the actual quantity of the work. Just like when you do the excavation, something we did in previous lesson, or we do the embankment, put the levee on the river, on of that. Then with that one, if you see the amount of work, it's difficult to quantify at the time of contract. Then we only fix on the unit price. For example, how many cubic yard, how many dollar per cubic yard will be charged when with the project under construction. Then we will measure the actual work with the fixed unit price and then pay. It typically apply in the project that uncertain in the quantity of the work, just like highway, which require a lot of backfilling, etc., and filling. And then the third in the fixed price, we call it guarantee maximum price, so GMP, and that is we want to have some certainty in terms of the final cost of the project. And this type of contract apply a lot in the project, major project at FGCU, guarantee maximum price. So normally public institution like FGCU, they have a budget for certain project allocate, and then if the actual cost occur more than what is the budget already allocated, it's hard for the institution can get the money somewhere to allocate and pay for the extra. So that when they start the project, before they start project, they need to have a guarantee from the contractor that should be the maximum amount it can pay, and that called guarantee maximum price. On the other side, the cost reimbursable, and for cost reimbursable, you have also 3 types. The first one is cost plus fixed fee, so CPFF, cost plus fixed fee. So in that case, and you can see cost, so everything it costs, it means that whatever the cost spent, it will be reimbursed, all of them. Now, no one do it for free, it need to get fee. So in this case, the designer or contractor or general contractor responsible for both design and construction work will get a fee. And the 3 scenario happen. First is fixed fee, regardless of effort, the cost you spend for the project, the fee that you receive, it will be a fixed number, and that we call fixed fees. The second one is the cost plus percentage fee. You see the cost increasing, it may be associated with the effort the contractor spent on the project. So for the fixed fee, the first one, then it will not, the fee will not be associated with the effort involved. So that may not be fair to the contractor. Then the next method come, next type come, cost plus percentage fee. Whatever the cost spent on the project, it will be reimbursed, and then plus percent fee based on the cost spent, the actual spend, and that we call cost plus percentage fee. And that have also some issue with this method. Why is that? As you can see here, cost plus percentage fee based on the percent of the actual cost. So with that, the contractor may not be motivated to save the project cost. If the more I spend, the more I get the fee. So why I have to save? So that also the problem of this method, this type of contract, cost plus percentage fee. Not motivate contractors save the money. This one, the first one, cost plus fixed fee, it may not be fair to the contractor because the cost may associate with the effort they spend, while the fixed amount they receive the fee remain unchanged. Now, because of those disadvantage for each of the first two, the last one it come to try to be a compromise and more motivate for both parties, that we got cost plus incentive fee, CPIF, cost plus incentive fee. What does that mean? So cost, yes, wherever the cost spent, it will be reimbursed. So same in this umbrella. But incentive fee, so it based on the saving, potential saving, or potential mismanagement that make the project overrun. Then it have to be share the risk or the reward between the two parties. Let's see, the target for this project is $100 million. Then now the cost you spend only $80 million. You save 20 million. Those money can be shared between the two parties, and that make people have motivation to save the project, to make the project more efficient. So all of that we got cost plus incentive fee, to have a share for the cost underrun, in this case saving between the two parties. If the project overrun, target is $100 million, now it increased to $120 million. That $20 million overrun have to be shared between the two parties. That also share the risk. So that go to CPIF.